something that I work on throughout my camp. It's called the Rasha. It's super key for me. It's really helped me.
My name is Dr. J.R. Rivera de Genio. Rasha stands for Reciprocal Antenna System for Holographic Activation. Key benefits that athletes can receive is stress relief, relaxation, reduce inflammation, less performance anxiety. If you're interested in upgrading your performance, come visit us at therasha.com or our Instagram.
It's not just a fight. When you step into the ring, it's a test of will, strength, and guts. BKFC is raw combat at its peak, and to dominate, you need fuel that pushes you beyond your limits. Booked Up delivers with the BKFC pre-workout and energy drink, packed with energy, focus, and strength. It's a bloody game changer. Ready to unleash your inner fighter? Booked Up. BKFC. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, it gives me so much pleasure to say the weigh-in show is live for our big Italian debut. We're in Italy, BKFC 73, the beautiful city of Florence, a city famous for art. Everywhere you look, great art. Well, tomorrow night, BKFC 73, we're going to be painting in blood. It's going to be amazing, you know that. I'm Brian Sosha. Tonight, we're live from the Hilton Ballroom with a lot of rowdy Italian fans. And you know what? You're here to experience it all. So before we get to the big fight tomorrow night, we like to do the weigh-in show, size everybody up, see what's going on. And before we do all that, we like to give you the proper intros. So it gives me great honor and pleasure to intro you to the most beautiful women in all of combat sports. Ladies and gentlemen, the bare knuckle bombshells. Now that you've met the bare knuckle bombshells and you're fiending for some action, you're ready for this weigh-in show to take place, let me introduce you to the man that is, well, the president of the company, the guy that comes out here all the time. You see him, he's very real, he's ready to go. And I was talking to him earlier, I've never seen him so excited for this debut in Italy. Let's bring him up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's David Feldman. And now the man that's going to take you through the rest of the weigh-in show. They call him Mr. Live Worldwide for a reason, because again, here in Italy, he's holding it down. It's Jeff Houston!
Thank you very much, Brian. And what's going on? Firenze! Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and welcome again to BKFC 73 weigh-in show for the first time here in Italy. Tomorrow night, we are live to the world on DAZN at the Palazzo Wani. Let's hear you go, Florence, one time! As always, we are fueled by Bucked Up Energy Drink, the world's creamiest stout, forged Irish stout, and Blackout Coffee Company. Now, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are making history where it all started in the country with gladiatorial history here in Florence. And it's going to be on so many different platforms, especially for the beginning, because we're going to have the prelims coming your way tomorrow, 7 p.m. local time. And that's going to be on the BKFC app, Fubo Sports, and for all other streaming platforms, go to BKFC.com because there's a lot of them. And then we're live to the world exclusively on DAZN, 8 p.m. local time. What a card we've got coming your way. Ain't no time like the present. Let's get these fights started. with our first fight of the night tomorrow, taking place in the light heavyweight division. First to the scale, he holds a combined combat sports record of 3 fights and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Kiev, Ukraine, by way of Nigeria, here is Michael Igwe. Michael Igwe, 186.8. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 11 fights and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Chioggia in Venice, Italy, here is Enzo Osso Duro Tobia. Enzo Tobia, 186.2. And again, ladies and gentlemen, history in the making tomorrow, the very first BKFC event in Italy. And this will be on the preview on the BKFC app and Fubo Sports in the light heavyweight division. Enzo Tobia taking on Michael Igwe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming, and we want to say thank you to everyone who has been involved with bringing this historical event finally to Italy. So we're going to move it on to the next fight on the preview, and that will also take place in the light heavyweight division. First to the scale, his overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands undefeated at 3-0, and tomorrow he makes his BKFC debut. From Strakonica, the Czech Republic, here is Joseph, the Berserker, Hala. Joseph Hala, 183 even. And his opponent holds a pro boxing record of 16 victories opposite 5 defeats with 3 fights even, a bare-knuckle fighting record of 3 fights, and tomorrow makes his official BKFC debut. From Roma, Italy, here is Giovanni Mamba Carpentieri. Giovanni Carpentieri, 185.6. You can feel the excitement in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Our second fight on the preview in the light heavyweight division. Giovanni Carpentieri taking on Joseph Hala. Our next fight of the night goes down in the featherweight division. First to the scale, he steps into the squared circle tomorrow, ready for bare-knuckle fight number 3. From Sofia, Bulgaria, here is Zdracvo, the 8th, Dimitrov. Zdracvo Dimitrov, 145.8. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 9 fights and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. And he is ready for fight number 2. From Latina, Italy, here is Marco Barracuda Giustarini. Marco Giustarini, 144 even. Fight number 3 wraps up the preview, which you can see on the BK app,
Go, guys.
Fubo
Good show
Sports,
tomorrow night.
and DAZN in the featherweight
Fight your asses
division.
off.
Marco
Face forward.
Giustarini taking on Zdracvo Dimitrov.
Face forward.
And our next fight, ladies and gentlemen, that starts off the main card, which is exclusively on DAZN, 8 p.m. local time, translates around to 2 p.m. Eastern time, and that takes place in the cruiserweight division. First to the scale, he holds an undefeated bare-knuckle fighting record at 6-0 from Pilsen, the Czech Republic. Here is Dominic Ryder Herold. Dominic Herold, 202.6. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 9 victories, opposite 3 defeats, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Milan, Italy, here is Walter Pugliesi. Walter Pugliesi, 204 even. This is the kind of fight to start the live worldwide transmission on DAZN in the cruiserweight division.
Have a good night.
The debuting Walter Pugliesi taking on the veteran Dominic Herold.
Come on.
Now it's time to turn our attention to the ladies in the women's bantamweight division. First to the scale, she holds a BKFC record at 1-0 from Milan, Italy. Here is Sarah, the Problem Bito. Sarah Bito, 136 even. And her opponent holds an identical BKFC record at 1-0 from Gelsenkirchen, Germany. Here is Nicole Schaefer. Nicole Schaefer, 135 even. And this fight is a true international clash. Germany versus Italy. Nicole Schaefer taking on Sarah Bito.
Nice forward.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the light heavyweight division. First to the scale, his overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands undefeated at 3-0, and tomorrow he makes his official BKFC debut. From Glina, Slovakia, here is Tomas Bolo Melis. Tomas Melis, 185.2. And his opponent holds an undefeated bare-knuckle fighting record at 2-0, and tomorrow makes his official BKFC debut. From Marbella, Spain, here is Jesus de Nazaret. Jesus de Nazaret, 188 even. For those of you keeping track, this is fight number 6 in the light heavyweight division. Jesus de Nazaret taking on Thomas Melis.
I am son of the God. I win you. This
We
is
fight
my
your
ring.
ass off tomorrow, guys.
This
Face
is my
forward.
ring.
Face forward.
This is my ring.
There you go. Good luck, guys. Good luck tomorrow night. Good luck, my man.
All right. Next up, we have the cruiserweight division. First to the scale, his BKFC record stands at 1-0 from Vienna, Austria, by way of Grozny, Chechnya. Here is Arbi Borshchakai. Arbi Chakayev, 204.4. And his opponent holds an overall bare-knuckle fighting record of 7 victories opposite a single defeat, that tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Opava, the Czech Republic. Here is Jindřich Birtus. Jindřich Birtus, 198.6. And this is fight number 7, cruiserweight division at the Palazzo Ani. Jindřich Birtus taking on Arbi Chakayev.
Good luck tomorrow night, guys. That way. My man, good luck.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the lightweight division. First to the scale, he holds a BKFC record of 1 victory opposite a single defeat. From Vienna, Austria, by way of the Chechen Republic, here is Ruslan Strom Tokhtarov. Ruslan Tokhtarov, 156 even. And his opponent holds an impressive pro boxing record of 22 victories opposite 4 defeats, 2 fights even, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Marbella, Spain, by way of Iran. Here is Navid Mansouri. Navid Mansouri, 155.8. As this fight card just gets better and better, this fight in the lightweight division looks to make some noise tomorrow. Navid Mansouri taking on Ruslan Tokhtarov.
Great job, guys. Good luck. This way, this way, this way. They bring them around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up we bring to you the cruiserweight division. First to the scale, his BKFC record stands at 1-0 from Aachen, Germany. Here is Dominic ESTORER. Dominic ESTORER, 203 even. And his opponent holds an MMA record of 9 victories opposite a single defeat, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Monsumanu Terme, Pistoia, Italy. Here is Ernesto Big 20 Papa. Ernesto Papa, 204.6. Fight number 9 with 2 big cruiserweight warriors ready to toe the line.
These guys, the whole world's watching tomorrow night.
Taking on Dominic ESTORER.
It's forward. Good luck, guys. That way. Thank you. Oh, man. Thank you, buddy.
Now, we were talking about big fighters, but ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any bigger than our feature fight going down in the heavyweight division. First to the scale, his overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 4 victories opposite 2 defeats. From Jeffersonville, Indiana, USA, here is Steve Panda Banks.
Then on the scale.
Steve Banks, 284.2. And his opponent holds an overall bare-knuckle fighting record at 2-0, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, here is Hayes, the Huntsman, HEPI. Hayes HEPI, 270.6. I've said this time a time, in this division, big hands, bad intentions.
Put on a hell of a show tomorrow,
Heavyweight
guys.
division action, Hayes HEPI taking on the veteran Steve Banks.
Good job, guys. To the left. Good job, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we said at the top of the show, we are making history here in Florence, but we are making even more bare-knuckle history with our co-main event, the very first trilogy fight in bare-knuckle fighting history for the inaugural BKFC European Welterweight Championship. First to the scale, his bare-knuckle fighting record stands unrivaled at 29-4. And tomorrow makes his worldwide, highly anticipated BKFC debut. Known to many as one of the greatest bare-knuckle fighters to ever do it. From Sligo, Ireland, here is Jimmy the King Sweeney. Jimmy Sweeney, 163.6. And his opponent, no stranger to the squared circle, with a bare-knuckle fighting record of 9 victories opposite 3 defeats. From Gainsborough, Lincolnshire, England, here is his rival, Rico FRANCO. Rico FRANCO, 165 even. Who is going to even the score in this?
Let's do it
the
tomorrow
trilogy
night, guys.
fight we've been waiting to see for the inaugural BKFC European Welterweight Championship. Rico FRANCO or Jimmy Sweeney.
Good luck, guys.
All right.
Good luck. Good luck, man.
All right, 1 second, guys. Big co-main event. Stay right here, Jimmy. Rico, there's a lot of hype here coming in. Jimmy Sweeney joining the BKFC. You get to be his welcoming party. What kind of welcome is he going to have tomorrow night here in Florence? gonna see some blood. Who wants to see some fucking blood? Let's go! I love it. Jimmy, finally you are here in the BKFC. You're ready to prove yourself. What sort of performance are we gonna get? Are we gonna get a finish in the debut of Jimmy the King here in BKFC?
I'm gonna show why there's massive hype about me coming to the BKFC. The best organization in the world just got the best fighter in the world. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Sweeney, Rico Franco.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event tomorrow for the BKFC World Cruiserweight Championship. First to the scale, his overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. And tomorrow, he makes his official BKFC debut as your challenger from Florence, Italy. Here is Andrea Italian Thunder BICCHI. The challenger, Andrea BICCHI, 203 even. And his opponent is a true MMA veteran of 42 fights and holds a BKFC record at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. He is your reigning, defending BKFC World Cruiserweight Champion from Denver, Colorado, USA, Chris CAMOZZI. The champion, Chris CAMOZZI, 204.2. This is the moment. Your main event tomorrow, BKFC 73 live on DAZN for the BKFC World Cruiserweight Championship. The champion, Chris CAMOZZI, the challenger, Andrea BICCHI.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Come on, man. Let's go. Good shit, man. Good luck.
All right. Let me talk to the champion first here, Chris CAMOZZI. How does it feel to have an entire country, an entire city rooting against you here? They are all pulling for their guy in this Rocky story, Andrea BICCHI. How you feeling? We're just 24 hours from defending that title.
Hey, listen, nobody else is getting in there with him tomorrow. It's just going to be him. You know, he's got to pay for it. It doesn't matter who is going to be across from me. I'm knocking him out.
There it is. That's your champion. All right, now, let's get the challenger here, Florence's own, Andrea BICCHI. Finally, you have this moment. You have the whole city, the whole country on your back. How are you going to beat a monster like Chris CAMOZZI tomorrow night?
Finalmente ci siamo. Come riuscirai a essere un mostro di fronte a Chris CAMOZZI con tutto il pubblico dietro?
Sono un nuovo campione, ragazzi. Sono un nuovo campione a Firenze.
Dai, ci siamo. I am the new champion. The new champion is from Florence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea BICCHI, Chris CAMOZZI.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap here at the BKFC 73 weigh-in show. Tomorrow, check us out live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo Sports for the preview. And then 8 o'clock local time, live to the world exclusively on DAZN at the Palazzo Wani, Firenze. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And we end tonight with my 3 favorite words. Let's knuckle up!
Saturday, April 26th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship brings the world's most exciting combat sport to Florence, Italy. In the main event, it's a Cinderella story unfolding in real time as the Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Chris CAMOZZI, puts his title on the line against the Italian hero, Andrea BICCHI. One night, one chance, one punch, can change everything. In the co-main event, a rivalry reignited. Jimmy Sweeney takes on Rico Bon Bon Franco. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.